Hi everyone, how you doing? Okay, today I want to happy new month to all my friends. Okay, so today I want to be talking to us about what we call HPV. HPV means human papilloma virus, and human papilloma virus is a notorious virus that can be gotten via skin to skin, okay, and can cause a lot of things, even respiratory infection and all that. But the one that is important to me today that I want to talk about is human papilloma virus, okay, that causes genital wart in male and cervical cancer in females. Now, usually, what are the risk factors for getting human papilloma virus? Number one of it, which is the most notorious, is what? Early coitus. Early coitus means when someone starts having sex early, okay? That is early coitus. So when men are exposed to this virus, it go to their scrotum. Most times it can be asymptomatic, causing them no symptom. While sometimes it can now do what? Cause them genital wart. Then when the man now subsequently sleeps with the woman, it gives the woman what we call what? He goes to the cervix and stays there, can stay there for as long as 10 years, 15 years, okay, gradually eating up the cervix, okay, and from pre-malignant region, if not gotten, now transforms to malignant lesion and cause the woman cervical cancer. So I want to go straight to my point. Hello, young ladies out there. I want you to know that you are my favorite, okay? You are my favorite. What I'm here to tell you is please go and screen yourself for cervical cancer. If you are sexually active, remember that whether you use condom to have sex or not is not what matters, because HPV can go from the scrotum. As a man thrushes, his condom only covers his penis, okay, and does not cover his scrotum. So his scrotum still gets contact with you, and you are at risk of cervical cancer, and you are at risk of getting infected. But the good thing about cervical cancer is that when these lesions are gotten in early stage, they can easily be treated, okay? They have curative, that is the cancer that is curable when discovered at early stage. The cancer that is curable when discovered at early age is cervical cancer. But once cervical cancer has progressed, it becomes a problem, okay, a very big problem, okay, because it is actually both chemo and radio, resistant. So what I want to encourage you to please go and do what we call cervical cancer screening. And the popular cervical cancer screening we do is what we call pap smear, okay? Just walk into anywhere women's center in a tertiary hospital. For those of you in Abakaliki, it is done in VVF. There was a time it was free. Now I'm sure it's almost free also. Just a little thing, get a card and then get screened, do a pap smear. Now that pap smear should usually your cervix is supposed to be smooth, okay, conical and very, very, clear, feel free of any spots. But when it's viewed under the microscope, okay, and cleaned with a chemical we call leukozyrdine, I don't want to go into those details. And if any lesion is picked early, it could be further subjected to test. And when it's subjected to test, it can be detected whether you have a pre-malignant lesion. Once you have a pre-malignant lesion, it can be treated, and you will not develop cancer. Isn't that wonderful? So, but the problem is that the screening is quite, most women don't like doing it because they feel it invades their privacy. And I want to encourage you, it doesn't really, it's not so, it invades your privacy quite all right, and I really understand this. But it's something that worth it, okay? What we just do, something like a speculum will be used to open your vagina, just mild pain, and expose your cervix, clean it up, and then view it. But I want you to know that since it concerns your life, it's not too much for you to sacrifice. Please go and have your cervical cancer screening, okay? Go and have your cervical cancer screening so that you will not expose yourself to having a cancer. Cancer is bad. I'm telling you, cancer is bad. Currently, my loved one is battling with cancer, and I can tell you that I will do everything possible to make sure that no one develops cancer. Cancer is bad, and cervical cancer is one of the badder one, okay? Because while most cancers are chemo sensitive, okay, and radio sensitive, cervical cancer is both chemo and radio resistant, but it's curable when discovered at early stage. So please, friends, I want to encourage you, okay, try to go for cervical cancer screening and you will see yourself fine. Now, what are the signs and symptoms of cervical cancer? For those that maybe didn't screen, so, most of the symptoms, person will have foul smelly vaginal discharge. In fact, the vaginal discharge is notorious, very foul smelly. Person can, when you're having sex with a man, you shouldn't be seeing blood, okay? But the person can start having what we call, bleeding, okay? Bleeding, that is postcoital bleeding or coital bleeding. When the person is having sex, you'll be seeing blood, okay? It's not supposed to happen. Sex is not supposed to be traumatic, okay? So those are one of the symptoms. So it's better to prevent cervical cancer than treating it. All you need to do is to go for pap smear in the nearest women's center around your center and enjoy good life. So I wish you all well. Remember that your health is wealth. Cervical cancer is notorious and it kills. please go and do your pap smear. Thank you very much. If today is the very first day you are checking on me, thank you so much. I'm happy to have you. Remember to click the subscribe button and notification bell so you can always get all our exciting videos. And if you are a return subscriber, collect my deep hug. Okay, you guys are the reason why, despite my tight schedule, I still find time, because I want to get us going. So continue to come in here. Okay, this month I want to thank God that this year is already ending. The month is loaded for us, and next year is going to be better. Thank you very much. Bye bye.